Well, hello, I'm Shonnie Alridge, your favorite real estate broker and appraiser in Atlanta, Georgia. And today we're going to talk about 5 things that you must know if you're a smart buyer. And you are, that you must know before you walk into a new construction sales agent's office, okay? Before you even get out of your vehicle, I want you to watch this video so you can prepare yourself for what's to come next. All right, let's go. All right, let's get into it. The first thing I want you to have these expectations just off the bat. Expect for there to be price increases. How much? I don't know. But builders increase their price over time, and it's based on demand. So if they're moving product really quickly there, then they're going to likely increase it. And so you may walk into the community and have this great conversation with the sales agent there, and come the end of that week, it could be a price increase of 3, 5, 8 grand, I don't know. And that only happens when the builder sees that there's some momentum happening in the community. And more than likely, there's gonna be some momentum happening in that community. So it's good for you to have that expectation at the onset. So should it happen to you, you won't be surprised. And there won't be any changes to the home. So the home that you saw on Monday, when you get there Friday and there's a price increase, it is the same exact house. They're increasing it because they see that there's a demand and there's equity in place to allow for there to be a price increase, okay? Okay, so here's another one that I want you to be very clear about. The close date, that could change. You have to be a little bit flexible there. And it all just depends, and you'll learn this as you go, because when you are in there talking to the sales agent, you know, you have, of course, you have your representation, right? I want you to have representation, whether it's me or anyone else. Don't go in there alone, but I digress. You want to find out, you know, the weather and how it will directly reflect what the builder can do. So in Georgia, we have 4 seasons. We have summer, fall, winter, and spring. And each season will determine how fast the builder can really go. I mean, we're getting into the spring season now. And so because of that, you know, there's a lot of rain in Georgia. Well, that's going to slow the builder down. So you want to make sure that you're flexible, that you know what time of the year you're buying your particular property. So if it's being built from the ground up, you can already set your own expectations, but also having you and your agent and the sales agent having that conversation to where everyone is clear about the possibility of closing in 4 months or maybe 4.5 months, okay? Okay, so here's another one that is like crazy sometimes, and it kind of throws people off. You're like, but it was this way before, like my friend got this, but you know, we didn't get that. So incentives. So the builder offers incentives, which is really great. They really help you to be able to purchase the home. And especially if you're like a first responder, like, you know, in the medical field, or you're an educator, or maybe you're a veteran, they will incentivize that as well. So, but here's some things that you gotta know. Like, they will change those incentives all the time. They always are adjusting. So you may say, well, you said before that the earnest money deposit was 5 grand, now it's 10. What happened to the 5 grand? Or the builder may offer, you know, 15 grand towards closing cost contribution this particular month, but this next month they may offer 20. What's going on? What's going on here? Listen, this is what happens in new construction. Builders are constantly adjusting and moving around those numbers, just depending on where we are in the market and the demand on their product. So I don't want you to get bent out of shape if that happens to you. I don't want you to feel like, whoa, this is an isolated event. What's happening here? Or this builder doesn't have any integrity. No. Don't go off the deep end. But I want you just to expect these things before you even go into the new construction community and have a conversation with the sales agent. I want you to know these things ahead of time, okay? So incentives and earnest money deposit, all that stuff could change, okay? All right, the next thing I want you to know and I want you to expect at the onset is that the sales agent will always apply pressure. It will feel like that because they're gonna tell you some things and you're gonna be like, wait, now I feel like I better make a decision like yesterday. And so here's the thing. The sales agent represents the builder. The sales agent is in place to move the product and to also be informative. So when the sales agent tells you, hey, there's another family who has a strong interest in this particular lot, Or they may say the builder is not building many more of these particular floor plans in this community because of the way the lots are sized and situated. They're telling you this because this is what it is, right? And so for you to take that information, to go back and, figure out, hey, how do we want to move with this information that we have received? So it's a price increase, or getting that lot before the next family does, or do you want to go ahead and get this particular floor plan because, hey, they're not building that many